G'day everyone, you have the Bub031 here again, and it's time for another review. As you know, I just had a mail call not too long ago from Pacific Western Rail Systems from their brand of North American Railcar Corporation cars, and I'd like to show you the '54-31 covered hopper. This is the scheme in the RCAF 100th anniversary. So we will talk about the box, the car, we'll see how it rolls, and we will have a few run-bys to go with. And then we'll wrap it up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, let's begin this review. So, this is the course, standard package that it comes in. The beautiful North American Railcar Corporation logo. And I believe with the 5431s, the box is actually gray. Whereas with the commemorative Air Force ones, it's actually Air Force blue. And you also have the Air Force insignia down on this end of the box. As well, you have North American Railcar Corporation with their address. And if you want to look them up, here you go. And yes, with the 5431s, they do come in N scale as well. It's not just HO. So if you want to get a hold of them to try and get yourself a set, I suggest do so. On the other side, we have what's inside, which is a National Steel Car NSE 5431 3-bay hopper. And this is an RCAF limited edition. And actually, this is the Avro Linecaster. Because as you can see, which we will open up later, but we'll open up a different one. Just right now, I'm showing you the details. And then there's a little bit of art on the back, story on the back of this. Okay? All right, so I'm going to take the head off camera quickly and grab a car for the review. So, the Canadian government passed legislation, this was a few years ago, to allow railways to increase the tariff rate charge of the customer for moving export grain from farm to port. The increase was put in place to pay off the cost of acquiring the new fleet of cars. The new cars can load 100 metric tons compared to the old cars, which were the old cylindrical 4550s. They were only limited to 90 tons. A ton is about 10% heavier than a US ton. The new cars are also shorter, allowing more cars per train, up from a typical length of 112 to 134 cars. These changes in efficiency will completely change the economics of grain distribution and transportation in Western Canada. So these new cars are a catalyst for the change throughout the history. Over time, the number of private grain cars will increase, each with their own reporting marks and their logos. Elevators will become larger, more efficient, and fewer in number. Almost 3,000 elevators dotted the prairies in the 80s, compared to under 350 today. More grain handling facilities will be large loop track systems that can load an entire unit train in under 8 hours, helping to reduce the cycle time from farm to port and back in several days. So the cars will come with 11 different paint schemes. You have the Canadian Pacific red lettering, and you'll get 12 road numbers. Canadian Pacific Beaver logo with 12 road numbers. Canadian National with 12 road numbers. Burlington Northern, Santa Fe, BNSF, 12 road numbers. Grain Connect Canada, Wheatboard partnership. It's a WFRX reporting mark with 12 road numbers. Louis Dreyfus Company, NLKX 12 road numbers. P&H, which is Parrish and Heimbecker. Richardson's International, with the tapered cornered versions. And Richardson's International with the beveled cornered versions. First Union Rail, and all those will have 12 road numbers each, and then you have CAI Rail Inc. with 6 road numbers. And then you also have these, which are the RCAF cars. They're a bit of to support the 100th anniversary of the years of the Royal Canadian Air Force in service, and they did 12 road numbers for this car. If you do get all 12 cars, you actually do get a commemorative toonie to also go with this, which is nice. That way there you actually have something significant for with your set. All right, let's begin looking at the car. Okay, let's begin looking at this car. So we have photo etch parts here on top. All individually applied parts. You got your 4 hatches as well up here too. On the brake wheel side, you could see all the individually applied parts inside the hopper here. Very crisp, legible lettering that you can read. You got your independent parts up top. Your air hoses down here. It comes with KD 58s and fine scale wheel sets as well. But we'll go underneath after. On the side here, very crisp lettering. You can read this without using a microscope or magnifying glass. You got the reporting mark up here on the side, and the year this is of the CF-100 Avro Canuck, of the year when it was first flown. You got the 100th anniversary logo here on the side as well. You got the slogan in both English and French, with basically the 100 years of when the Air Force was created from 1924 to 2024. Underneath here, you can actually see more legible lettering without having the issue of using a magnifying glass. You can see the National Steel Car logo on each end of the car. And you got the RCAF logo up here on the side of the car. On the other end of the car, of course, you got the reporting marks with legible writing. You can see the gear to lock in for the brakes for the hand crank from the other side. And as well with the KD 5/8 on this side. And your airlines. And it's basically the same thing on the other side as well. Underneath, you can see the fine scale wheels. And you can see the piping along the side here. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the car. All right, let's just go take a look at the rolling resistance on this. Okay, so now we have it on our piece of track. And as you can see, the rolling resistance is amazing. Like, there's a slight little incline and it just rolls right back. That's how you know that the wheels on this are actually really good. I don't have a coupler gauge. That is something I am looking at probably getting later on, so just bear with me. But all in all, this is a great car to look at, and I'm just going to give you a few run-bys of the whole set out on what's going to be coming up in a couple of days. Enjoy. And yes, on the point is the Athearn Genesis SD70 ACU Air Force version. I just had to have this unit pull this train. Let's enjoy. Well, that was some nice run-by shots of the full consist. All right, we're going to wrap up this video. So, with this product, I would get a hold of PWRS if you are looking for this. It is a little bit up there, but worth the price, to tell you the truth. I will say this. Not just the anniversary cars, but all the others that I announced. Like the Green Connects, Canadian National, Canadian Pacific, P&H. Try and get your hands on these cars. Get a hold of them if you would like to. And it's not just an HO scale. They also have these cars in N. Just go talk to them. But that's going to be it for my review, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And there's going to be more to come. As always, make sure the signal's green and keep moving down the line.